Blizzard's usually known for their epic cinematics, but this trailer, called Ghosts of the Past, was put together with good old-fashioned editing. Now, it's an exciting trailer because it has epic music and aliens and explosions, but it really holds your attention because it's continually building and releasing momentum. And that's today's lesson. Forge peaks and valleys. A good trailer is like a good roller coaster. You have the slow introduction ascending through the game's world, which gives you a clear picture of the adventure ahead. Then you drop right into the best parts, always turning in the opposite direction you were expecting. Occasionally the track slows down to help right your equilibrium, but then it dips suddenly and races through areas you haven't seen before. After a sequence of these thrills, the ride ends sooner than you'd like, routinely returning you to where you began, with a few moments to reflect on the trip before stepping out and getting in line for another. A roller coaster that just climbs up would be boring, just as one that just has a single drop, unless it's a really, really good drop, would inevitably leave you wanting more. It's a careful play between staying centered and losing control that makes the best roller coaster stay in operation. Likewise, any trailer that sticks to one note the whole time is going to play a very dull piece of music. The Ghosts of the Past cinematic trailer starts and stops at just the right moments, and is almost a ride unto itself. The first way this trailer keeps evolving is by using more than one piece of music. For the first minute, we open with Oracle and Intrepid Souls by the trailer powerhouse band Audio Machine. We switch gears to Interstellar by another epic track-producing crew called Groove Addicts, before we finish up with the second Audio Machine track called Akkadian Empire. If just one piece of music, no matter how powerfully awesome it is, had covered the entire 2.5-minute running time of this trailer, it wouldn't have kept half of its energy. The edit opens with the remastering of Sarah Kerrigan's capture by the Zerg from the original StarCraft. We hear the flashback's audio as an echo, which, when combined with Jim Raynor looking fondly at her torn photograph, brings anyone who missed or forgot the first game up to speed. We meet Matt Horner, Raynor's second in command, and Matt's ship, the Hyperion. His comment, "We're waiting on you," could be a nod to the decade-long gap between StarCraft 1 and 2. Then, with a click of Raynor's revolver, the trailer changes directions. We steer away from the remorseful opening and charge forward as Raynor and his raiders start gathering their forces. Trailers that have tonal shifts like this are simply more exciting than trailers that don't. Elevating emotions is what good stories do, and when a mood resets and recharges like this in an advertisement, it's an indication that playing the game will be a similar experience.
Sir, Dominion ships warping in.
Sweet mother of mercy.
About time we kick this revolution into overdrive.
Even though we stay with the second track from Groove Addicts for almost a full minute, Interstellar is brought back at full volume whenever it raises the intensity, and these breaks occur right after or before memorable lines or moments in the plot.
Jim Raynor represents a clear and present threat to this Dominion.
Prince Valerian, we have Zerg attack waves incoming.
The trailer doesn't just score the drama and dialogue, it weaves back and forth with it, so we don't get stuck with one or the other by themselves for too long.
You can wave over your head.
The final detour in the music before the trailer's climax happens at 1 minute and 42 seconds. The score cuts out completely as Arcturus Mengsk personally threatens Raynor, and our third and final track starts as Raynor confronts Valerian Mengsk, Arcturus' son. Even if you're not caught up on StarCraft lore, you can see a portrait of Valerian's father before the two start talking, and General Warfield calls him Prince Valerian in an earlier scene, allowing you to roughly piece together that the two characters are related.
Tell me why I should kill you right now.
Because I can offer you what you've always wanted.
This final track, Akkadian Empire, builds and builds until the edit slams into the StarCraft logo at the end. The pace of the music and editing increases simultaneously, and wouldn't be effective without the slow, methodical speed the trailer started with. We're shown titles and given just enough time to read them while Raynor gives his raiders a pep talk. The trailer kindly assumes our brains can handle both streams of information without a narrator reading the titles for us.
Raider. I bring tidings of doom.
The dialogue, while cheesy and contrived in parts, maintains its relevancy when you get into the actual game. Zeratul's warning, "The answers you seek lie within," is the basis for one of the most pivotal missions in Wings of Liberty, and arguably the entire StarCraft story. And the seemingly endless wait fans endured for StarCraft 2 is poked fun at more, with lines like, "Feels like old times already," and "That's the commander I've been waiting on." In the final barrage of clips, we get some of the biggest story reveals, including Raynor getting some action off the battlefield, the vanishing Spectre Gabriel Tosh, the pivotal Zelnaga device built during the game and used in the final mission, along with, spoiler alert, a quick peek at the game's ending. Then, like a line added to a period to make an exclamation point, Raynor unloads a rifle casing with a crowning thud, the last beat in a trailer full of strong percussion. Blizzard usually promotes their games with descriptive gameplay reveals or long standalone cinemas that encapsulate the mission statement for each release. Even though some don't show gameplay, they still give you a good idea of what the experience will be about. This trailer is the best of both worlds. The cinemas are from the final game, so each spoken word is another tease at where the story in StarCraft is headed. This trailer was also released the week the game launched, reigniting everyone's passion about the long-abandoned franchise by revealing the last bits of plot before players finally jumped into the campaign. It's a model for the marketing calendar of any other games, with similar cinematic aspirations. This lesson doesn't necessarily apply to all trailers. Teasers are usually a one-note cut-to-title affair, and gameplay trailers can certainly use one track as long as the gameplay being shown is exciting enough. But if you're trying to encapsulate every single idea for a game in one video, peaks and valleys. Other trailers that feel like roller coasters include the Assassin's Creed 3 launch trailer, the Welcome to the Madhouse trailer for Batman Arkham Asylum, the No Death trailer for Darksiders 2, and the extended Red Band trailer for The Last of Us. Be sure to check out my 25-minute E3 special if you haven't already, and of course, you can follow me on Twitter at GameTrailersVO. See you next time. See all of our shows and game reviews now on the brand new GT app on Xbox Live, and the GT Originals iOS app too.